Oh mate, this was such a good idea, coming to the Maldives for the week. Time to refresh, recharge and get ready for that Malaysia Cup and some continental football next season. I can't wait. Of course we're staying. Have you not checked your emails? Even sent you a WhatsApp. What have you been doing? Meditating. Honestly, that's all you do. Well anyway, yeah, check your phone. Honestly, I think it's the closest vote we've ever had whenever we've done this. But just like Brexit, even if you don't agree with it, you've got to honour it. It's a democracy. So yeah, I'm excited though. I think it gives us a chance to improve our reputation, hopefully take that next step at some point, get ourselves to Korea, Australia, India. I can't wait, so I'm fully focused. But for now, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my holiday. And in the morning, I've got a scuba diving lesson. Check me out. So yeah, I'm going to hit the sack. What are you doing? More meditating on the beach. Honestly, don't fall in the sea. And I'll see you at breakfast. Where have you been for 3 days? Yeah, I've still got the same t-shirt on, a pack light. I'm a scruffy bastard, you know that. Seriously, where have you been? Abducted by aliens? Do I look stupid? Actually, don't answer that. Seriously, where have you been? Oh, abducted by nice aliens? Oh, no, I believe you now. That makes all the difference. Nice aliens? Yeah, fair play. Seriously, I'm not stupid. I knew it. I knew what would happen eventually. I'd just rather you be honest with me. You went down the beach, you found a party, and you've been on a 3-day bender. The wheels were going to fall off this meditating vegan wagon. I knew they were, and it's happened, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. Freaking alien. Stop it with the alien talk. Seriously. We've got about a day left, and we've got tons of work to do. I can't be arsed with you messing about. Get your shit together, because we've got some tough work. I want to win some trophies, so let's get going. Hello and welcome to episode 4 of The Road to Anywhere, my Journeyman adventure with me, you, my CCPO, and everyone at home watching. Thank you as always for the view and support. It's been massive and massively appreciated. While you're here, why not hit that thumbs up, get involved in the comments, and thank you to everyone who did vote. Only a small number of people who watched the episode voted, so hopefully only a small amount of you are disappointed. But whenever I do these votes, even if I don't agree with the direction I'm taking, I go with it. It throws a spanner in the works. It kind of makes it interesting for me. But the vote won to stay for a full season, and I'm kind of happy about that, and I'll talk about that a bit more later. And we've got tons to get through, so let's just get on with it. So on to the Malaysia Cup. Now, this is a different tournament. It's the oldest cup tournament in Malaysia, but it's not the #1 tournament anymore. If you win it, you don't get any kind of continental football, but it's still very important. You have a group stage, and then you go into the knockouts. Now, from what I found out online, a certain amount of teams from the top division go in, and then 4 to 5 teams from the Premier Division, which is the second tier, go into it. I don't know why, but my second team came into it, and I genuinely don't know why. If you do, let me know. I thought maybe it's because we won the league, they take a spot, but I don't think that's the case. Now, we did actually lose a game. Finally lost a game, right? And you can kind of say, did you do it on purpose? I didn't. But wait till you see this. Wait. Look at that. We'd already qualified, right? And Selangor 2, we've got lots of good young players. We're doing okay and had a small chance. So I thought I'll beat him. I'll give him an opportunity to try and beat me. They leathered me, which gave me lots to think about with some of the good youth players we must have. They battered my B team. So the quarterfinals is two-legged. The first leg we won 3-0. I mean, this is a machine we've got here. I mean, even in the second leg, right, we didn't win. We played very well and should have won it. And probably, it was a case of job done. First leg of the semi-final against a team I cannot pronounce. Quite an equal game. But again, just played very well. Beat him 3-1. And then we beat him 2-1. But it's the next bit, which just made me feel very proud and also a bit worried, because we got Selangor 2 in the final. They made it all the way to the final. We beat them 2-1. Actually went 1-0 down. from one of my young strikers, Bash, who played a little bit for me. That's why he's got a nickname last year. I'm thinking, shit. They beat me B team. Are they going to beat me A team? But they didn't. We soldiered on, scored straight away, scored the winner late on, and picked up another trophy. We did the domestic treble. But I mean, fair play to them because they're not in a league, and I don't set these friendlies up. They do them themselves. But look, you know, they've had a good year. Lots of victories themselves. Lost the first 2 games, and then 1-2, got themselves through. Had a friendly chucked in there, scraped their way through in the quarters, beat the team I beat in the cup final, you might remember, in the semis. So, wow. Now then, what I did, because obviously I put the vote out there and I left it out there for nearly 2 days, I like to give myself a head start. So I set up different save files, so depending on who won, I could just jump in and get to work and not waste any time. So I did actually have one save file where I resigned at the end of the last episode, and I'm not going to tell you who it was, but it took me months, and I did end up at a job in India at the bottom of the league, and it would have been a challenge, I know, but that vote did not win. I then played this tournament and resigned, but weirdly, could not get a job, and it was going on and on and on, about 7-8 months, and I couldn't get a job, even though I had an extra trophy than I did with the previous one. Now I went for a lot of jobs. There was jobs in Australia, India, because I don't want to go backwards. There was jobs offered to me in Indonesia and Malaysia, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to Singapore or Hong Kong because it's a step back in league rep, and I don't want to keep going backwards. I want to go forwards. But I got turned down and down and down. I'm thinking, shit, this hasn't worked. So luckily, you guys voted for me to stay because I really believe put another season in, hopefully my reputation will improve and we can take that next step. But one of the teams that did turn me down actually gave me an interview in Australia, but then give it to someone else in a different universe now. I get them in the Champions League group stage. So the brand new season now about to start. It's the beginning of February. These are the transfers. Now I lost players I didn't want to lose. One of them I wasn't bothered about, obviously at the bottom. But Lockman, Fikri and Cheng all played for me and were good players. I lost all them on freeze. They wouldn't sign new deals. Now I did use my little techers that I'm using right now in a country like this. I went to the international team and tried to buy up some players, and I did buy a couple of them, Aslin and Juan. The rest of them though, because I've been here a season, I've obviously scouted, and I did have some decent scout reports on players, and because there's a lot of these short contracts, especially in Indonesia and Malaysia, there was tons of players coming up on freeze, so just fully fleshed out that squad. None of them are worldies. Tembo is a decent player, to be fair, little striker, so he's not bad. But the squad I think is better. So could I go back to back undefeated? Could I get 2 invincible seasons? It's worth a go, isn't it? So here we are with the expectations, and only one top half in the league. I found that random. I want to win it again. I think we should be winning that again. Obviously we've got the Malaysian Charity Cup, which is, I'm guessing, like the Charity Shield, and we're playing Selangor too. I thought if the Malaysia Cup's now the #1 Premier trophy, why am I not playing the runner-up from that? I don't know. If you know, let me know. So I've got to play my second team for a chance to win another trophy, which I didn't know existed, I'll be honest with you. Obviously, we've got the other cup, which is the end of the season. That doesn't pop up yet because it's miles away. But the big one, the Champions League, which will have a group stage and a big gap. And then, if we get to the knockout stages, that's in and around the Malaysia Cup at the end of the season, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it looked like a tough group to me, and it was WUFC in a previous save file, one where I resigned. They give me an interview and then give it to someone else, so I was hoping to do well against them, but we'll see. I mean, if we just get out of this group, it'd be good, because I think you can win it, you get out, and I think there's some second spots as well, so we'll see. But of course, we are champions, and the bookies don't fancy us, even though we were undefeated, the Invincibles we were. They still got Johor DT as the favourites, which I don't agree with, because I really believe this squad's better now. I know a lot of the players that I've kept, and I think I've brought in quite a lot of quality on freeze. Good quality. I mean, this changes a lot, but we definitely represent the national team more than anyone else. And I mean, there's some good players here that my scouts keep saying, oh, sign him. Dion Cools, this dude. They all play abroad, I think. There's no chance they want to sign for me. But I don't care. I think we're good enough domestically to pick up trophies, and I was well interested to see what we could do on the continental stage. Money ain't great in this club or in this country, but you don't need millions because there's so many free players, and you can buy players for 10 grand. And it's not something I'm worried about. And I don't know what the Champions League like here. I don't think it's like the European Champions League, but I was expecting a little bit more money. So these are all the fixtures at the minute, and of course we're going to kick off the league. But this year we've got Champions League chucked in, we've got a Charity Cup chucked in, extra games, so I'm going to have to rotate more. Last year I didn't. I was just full force every single game, and you saw what we achieved. We won everything. So we'll see. We'll start with the Charity Cup. We won it 2-0. Now, only 216 people came to watch this. Is that because we played our second team? But we've got a lot of fans. 216 people, so it's obviously not very important, but it's another trophy. But like I'm realising, I realised when I tried them little alternate universes to give myself a head start depending on the vote, all these trophies I'm stacking up in Indonesia and Malaysia at the minute don't pay for anything. They're not getting me anywhere yet. So I'm hoping this extra season will do that. Onto the Champions League, and we are through. I did kind of hint at it in a way because we got one of the second best qualifiers. Not everyone in second gets through. As you can see, some groups, only one team got through. So I was happy with that. What I wasn't happy with, even though, you know, they didn't reject me in this save, was that I lost both games to Western United. But I felt like that Kobe Leon were a team in Japan that didn't look very good that we could beat, and we beat them 1-0. So I was very happy with that. It was this game. And every game we went into, to be fair, we were underdogs. I beat Jeonbuk 4-0 away, and they're a top team. I was thinking, this is insane. Are we actually that good? But then I came up against Western, got beat 1-0, and then we beat Kobe Leon. Then I got beat off Western again, 1-0, which was a bit disappointing. And then I got beat off Jeonbuk. So, you know, won 3, lost 3, but scraped our way through. This, though, is disappointing, but also a kind of a help because I've won it. It's the main cup, the FA Cup. And this game was 2 days before a Champions League game. So I completely rotated the squad, and they put up a great fight. Right? We had a goal disallowed and everything. They put up a fight. But this is the second round. You're going at the second round, so we were out of this straight away. So there was times this season where I knew I'd be playing, if I'd gone deep into it, because last year I'd have been playing 2 legs. We were getting like 10 days off, 12 days off. So I think it's helped us, hopefully, towards the end of the season. In the league, though, at this point, after 8 games, we are still the daddies. Hudson, a little Brazilian right winger, is the leading goal scorer. Setia Wan ain't playing as much. He's rotating with that new kid, Tembo. But yeah, I've only drawn 1 game. So if I show you all the results here quickly, let's cram it in. You can see it started off fantastic. Obviously, it was this loss. Just because of that, it was Western United, which we lost anyway. But I needed to save the boys. We won Champions League game. Then it's been a bit ropey with the Champions League, but it is what it is. And then I've just drew at this point and dropped some points for the first time this season. Shocking, isn't it? Now I kind of have every intention of leaving at the end of this campaign because I do want to kick on. I want to go on an adventure. I'm just hoping I'm going to gather enough to get me to where I want to be. I don't want to go into another big club that needs a bit of help and just needs a little push. I do want a challenge. I want to go somewhere, a bigger league in Korea or India or Australia at a struggling side and maybe put 2 or 3 years into it and try and earn it in a way. But you don't know. I mean, a lot of people in the comments will say, oh, go here, go there. I can't. The job needs to be available, and they want to have to give me that job. Anyway, this is the squad arranged by average rating. You can see yourself. They're a good bunch of lads. There's some good players now. If I look at him, Gilroy's the Australian. He's a really good lad. Hudson, brilliant player. Never missed a penalty. This kid here has played a few times, but you can see the quality if I go through quickly. Tembo, he's played quite a bit for me. Racid. You know, I've rotated a little bit more than I did last year, obviously because of the Cup and then Europe and so on. Aslin. I mean, they're not worldies, are they? I want to make that next step. I'm not talking about WONDERKIDS. I'm just talking about just maybe, I don't know, just going up a gear, having a challenge. We've now jumped forward to the 28th of July and the season has just finished. And we're champions. We've gone back to back, but I didn't manage to go invincible. I mean, doing it once is pretty special. Doing it twice would have been awesome. And it was quite annoying. So I've reversed the dates here, and you can see our loss right here. It's against one of our rivals. If we'd have won that game and I won the league that day, obviously we went on and won it anyway. I don't think there's any chance we weren't going to win it. I couldn't believe it. Genuinely, we should have won it. And they're just one of them games. I felt like I got a bit FM'd. But, you know, this is where I'm at now. I'm disappointed I've lost one league game in 2 years. But we're about to now start the Malaysia Cup again. I'm alright with that. Quite exciting. Selangor 2 are not in it. And this is when I realised, right then, so they didn't get in it last year because we won the league. I don't know how or why they got in it, because they don't play in the league. It baffled me. And you can see right there, we're in the second round of the Champions League. It's a one-off game. Very exciting, but it's away, which I think is a bit unfair, but that's probably because we're a second qualifier. It is what it is. And let's jump forward to that Champions League game, and I am super proud, really, because we only just got beat, I think, and we were never realistically going to go on and win it, because we're not at that level. It'd take a miracle. It really would, right? But we got out of the group stage, and I dipped my toe into it, and I think I did the team proud of it. I really did. It would have been nice. I mean, I had goal disallowed and everything. But it is what it is. On to Group D, though, the Malaysia Cup. And domestically, we're awesome. We are. I mean, with that one blip in about, 100 games or something that we've lost in the league. But, yeah, dominated the group. Only let in 1 goal. Well, I have played the quarter-final, and it is 2 legs. In the first leg, 4-0. Easy peasy. Tembo. Love him. Second leg, I think, again, it's a case of we've done the job in the first leg. We just need to do enough to get us over that line. That's what it felt like to me. And it was 1-1. But we threw. And this is where we're at. The semi-final of the Malaysia Cup. So, yeah, I'm going to play these 2 games now. And we'll jump in at the end of them. And we'll see how it goes. So I believe we can do it, right? If it's going tits up and we're going to lose, I'll jump in properly and we'll share it together. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with a flow, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we might be able to go out with a cup final. Win or lose, another cup final. Right, we're into injury time. It's 2-0. It should be about 10-0. I've never seen so many. Selangors are enjoying themselves. Selangor are playing beautiful stuff. But there we go, 2-0, first leg down. Come on. So here we go, another good performance. And to be honest with you, I fully expected us to win and get through to this final. And we have 6-1 on aggregate. The cheeky bastard scored against me. And it was like, my Haddy just went, no. Scored straight away. So yeah, great performance. Full of confidence. It was 12 days in between the games, though. We lost 9 of them went away on international duty, and we got a few knocks. One of them was Tembo. I reckon we've got a great chance here in a cup final against Kelantan FC from the Premier League. League 2. If I don't win this now, I'm resigning anyway, but I will resign for sure. Shit. I always feel pressure when you play a team in a lower level. I don't know why. And I just thought I'd check because obviously we got knocked out straight away in the FA Cup. Who won that? Well, it was Kelantan United. Different team, but from the lower level. What they're putting in the water in that place this year. How weird. I love this game with its weirdness. But welcome to the Malaysia Cup Final against a team from the Premier League, the second tier. I want to go out on a high. I want to pick up another trophy because I'm disappointed about the FA Cup. I'm not going to lie. Finish as a winner. Let's stack them up. So here we go, and we've got another kit clash. Whenever we play a team in red, I think we should be in our blue. It's a beautiful kit. It looks brilliant on a match day. At least there's more than 216 people watching this, like in the Charity Cup. But I'm glad I won that as well because I genuinely didn't know that existed, I'll be honest with you. So it's like I've got the full set in Malaysia. And again, I'm going to see, because I'm not staying. There's going to be no vote or nothing. I am going. But I don't know where I'm going to be going to. And I'm honestly a little bit worried about it. Now I've done that little tester when I was just laying the groundwork. I couldn't get anything really. Some crappy team I've never heard of in India was the only job I got at one point. But I want something like that. I want to go to a bigger league, to a struggling team, where I'm not just going to come in, sign a few players and do well. It's time for a challenge, innit? And I really, really want one. It's time to get my teeth stuck into this and have a bit of fun with it. But I've enjoyed it. Genuinely enjoyed Indonesia. Obviously, that was short and sweet. But I've really liked Malaysia, and I'm really happy that I've got to play another season in and a day off, and I got to just sit down and get really stuck into it. I had a lot of fun. And there you go. Tembo is back with a goal. 1-0. Now, I do know I haven't run through the squad so much. I haven't shown you every player in full detail. You kind of get the gist of it. You've seen most of the good ones briefly, so you kind of know what we've got. There's not a lot of difference. I think what I have got is just that little bit more than most people. And while I'm at these kind of levels, there you go. Hudson, he's been brilliant. Yeah, while I'm at these kind of levels in Asia, I am going to go to that international team and see if I can pick up a buy or two on the cheap. Because if they're an international player, they're good enough, and I think it's worked for me in Indonesia and Malaysia. We'll see how it goes. Until especially I've got my teeth into it and done a good year maybe and got a bit of knowledge up. You don't know, do you? Can they get themselves back into it? Right, we go Rashid. He's been a good little player out wide on the left. Really good squad. At this level, whoever takes this job should be winning many trophies, because I'd say 95% of them have all extended for an extra year to the end of 2025. There's only a couple, I think there's 3 of them, who wouldn't re-sign out the entire first team squad and the youth team, I think, because they've not been playing, so fair enough, they're going to leave on freeze. So yeah, whoever takes this job, even if the janitor takes this job after me, he should be winning a league, he should be winning something. But I'll be keeping my eyes out on these, especially. I keep my eyes out on Persija, whatever they're called, from Indonesia. I was only there a brief time. I'll definitely be keeping my eyes on these boys next year and see how they get on, especially in the Champions League. But anyway, they've got a free kick 26 minutes in. But yeah, honestly, thank you. I always say this for the support. It's been brilliant. I genuinely enjoyed this series and it's a lot of fun. And I've had some great comments, some new subscribers, and you guys are brilliant. I love it because it is just a hobby, and you let me do my hobby. You let my imagination run wild, as you can probably tell. I don't know what I'd do without it. Right, it's half time. They've had a couple of opportunities, but they can't get any on target. I think 2 of them were set pieces. So yeah, we should be picking this up. Yeah, we'll try and get as many of these out as I can at all. Obviously, I've got to play through it. And it depends where I go. It's been easy in Malaysia, even with cups and so on. There's not tons of games to play. I've had a bit of time. I've got a bit of work coming up, though, at the moment. I've got 7 days in. So there's going to be I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It depends where I end up, right? But I have been putting together slowly but surely, with spare time here and there, my next story. It's called Bad Boys Inc. We've got 2 returning characters from older stories, one from The Last Chance and one from Redemption and Adversity. And I think it's a good little thing. The story's going to tie into sort of an experiment with a very big player and a very little player. I've wanted to do it for ages. I did something like that years ago. One of you guys emailed me saying I should do something like that, and it just made me remember. So I've put a story to it, my own little twist on it, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully you'll check it out. If you've never checked out one of my stories, if you're new, I think there's a playlist link in the description. Go and check it out. They are fun. A bit daft, but I do enjoy them. I like putting a story to everything I do these days. I think it gives things a depth. Like with Manchester Central, that had a story to it, if you've not seen that. Is the fight back on right now? Serdi, here he comes, charging forward, one-on-one with my international goalkeeper. No. Sometimes if you keep resigning, it's bad on your CV, innit? I learnt that last year quite a lot. Why'd you keep resigning? So I don't know. I don't want to stay at the job, though, and be doing the job, looking for another job. I think sometimes if you get that fear and just resign and go for it, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Here we go. Picked up many trophies here in my 2 years now. This is a good one because I know it's my last one. Won a couple of these, won an FA Cup, won the Charity Cup, won 2 league titles. I'm chuffed to bits with that. We put this club back on the top of Malaysian football, where it deserves to be. Well, checking out my job history, it looks amazing, doesn't it? But like I said, I don't think it's really worth tons when you want to step up in Asia just yet. Hopefully that extra season, though, has done me wonders with me 3 trophies. You can see them right there. The Super League, the Cup, and the Charity Cup. I did get Manager of the Year, won Manager of the Month 3 times. I think that's the same as last year, wasn't it? I mean, I'm pretty sure my reputation was 1.5 star. It's now 2. But yeah, finally, check this out, watch. I love this. Where is it? There you go. Guided Selangor to an unbeaten season. Lovely, on my CV. Oh, now, that job was available, don't you remember, when I left Indonesia and I was Billy Big Bollocks. I thought, oh, I'll get that, and it just they didn't even entertain me. They didn't, did they? Will they now? Just to give you a little taster of what I'm still probably going to be up against. There you go. So I can't get a job like that. So I'm going to have to wait and see, because I am going to resign. There you go. Now, as you've just seen, can't get that job in South Korea. Where the hell am I going to end up? I've got to end up somewhere, surely. Might end up having a bit of a backpacking trip around Thailand for a year till I do get a job, but we will get a job, my friend, do not fear. Right then, are your bags packed? Are you ready to go? Good. No, I don't have a job yet. I have no idea what we're going to do, but, you know, we've done a lot here. It's time for a break again, I think. We deserve another rest. I think we'll have a little cheeky holiday. I'll get on the phone to my agent and I will find us something, hopefully. Surely. We'll get something eventually. Hopefully it's something really bad. Real challenge, relegation scrap. Halfway into a season. I love that. But you never know with this crazy world of management. But as always, anyone at home watching me and my CCPO's little adventure, thank you as always. The support is massive. Hopefully you're going to come back and find out where this road takes us next. Stay happy, stay safe. For me and him, bye-bye.